Alrighty, good morning. It's about 7:05 a.m. Looking at CLLS, a 36 million share float. With news to receive 245 mil in cash. Okay. Having my buddy actually make some lo-fi beats, so I'll have some background music here coming in the future. Pretty cool stuff. And I'll have his information on the YouTube if you end up liking it. It's gonna be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Positive outlooks create positive outcomes. Keep that in mind. Alright. Nice breakout of 5-minute consolidation. I've just been watching this. I didn't. First 5-minute candle right here. After the stair step, right? Trend line. Yowzer. I was watching it down here. Even though it was a good setup, I wasn't ready to trade yet. I was still waking up, drinking my coffee, enjoying my morning. If I miss the move, because I want to wake up, I think it's a good trade-off. Money will come as the skill climbs. I was really considering yesterday, after I said, people get this easy, some people get this easy, like I've had to wire my brain. Well, I mean, it doesn't really come easy. So I didn't mean to undermine anybody's success in that sentence there. I was thinking about it. This morning, yesterday, because it's hard. Day trading is hard, no matter how you look at it. When you are successful, there's 3 stages: losing money trader, a break-even trader, where you're making a lot of wins and then you have a bigger loss that resets everything, and then profitable. Right? There's stages to this. All relying on emotional conditioning. Let me get my emergency. So I like to keep my phone logged in, just in case internet goes down and then I have to exit the position, right? I want to be able to have access to something almost instantly where I can do that. These are alternative risks that should be prepared for. And I don't do it all the time, right? So it's got to be in the practice. The boy who cried wolf so many times and then got 8. I mean, I'd rather be prepared for a situation. Be ready for worst case scenario, but accepting best case scenario. All right. There it goes. Doesn't get above. All right, so breakdown off of ascending support. Retest of daily. Bounce potentially off of this, or does it break? I'm sure people are buying, maybe. But I only get one trade. I need something. I'm not a scalper right now. Like maybe yesterday's was kind of a scalp trade, but I was expecting it to go through the highs there. Like how it did here. Micro pullback. Right to the highs. Just didn't happen out that way, you know? You know. And then I'll be ready today, making sure I double check the block. Oh, that was the entry. 69. Let's see if it stays above. So I want above, consolidation, and then through the highs and extension. This is an entry though. First 5-minute candle to make a high, 68. It went to 69. But does it not go? So here's the, come on, 5-minute break. So like 3 minutes. So there it is. 73 would be ideal. So now I gotta wait for a pullback. I gotta wait. I want consolidation in here. And then a breakout through the highs. If that does not happen, I'm not getting in today. Not today. Yeah, I am liking rewatching these videos. It is definitely helpful. If you are a trader, I recommend recording your videos. I just started posting on here because I literally could not use up space on my computer. I can just delete the video after. Uncut, live emotions, delete the video. The trader I'll be in 5 years from now will completely different. The trader I was last year is completely different than the trader I am this year. Each day, I am a different and more improved trader. Right? As long as you're not beating yourself up in the process, you're not creating exiles, and then you're able to learn from the mistakes, which ends up being a lesson. Sure, the emotional conditioning is painful. High of 71. Fresh 5-minute candle just opened 20 seconds ago. I gotta be to the second. I gotta know when the 5-minute candle opens. I get a little. It's just what you focus on, what you train your automatic mind to be looking at is what you're going to be paying attention to. And it happens pretty quick. You know, so now once you allow it. Allowing it part has been the hardest part for me. I mean, you know, blowing up accounts. They say don't risk the money that you need. Well, when you're going for your dream, it's all you need, right? Gotta make it happen. Okay. Get above it, and then consolidate. Right? Could be an interesting entry, but the daily resistance is right here. I really want it above 74. Maybe even tap 74. Pull back. And then break out. It has to happen. And it's a really nice. I mean, it's either going to go boop or it's going to go boop. And I want to be for the second one. The boop. Ugh. So, double top looking. There's still 3 minutes on this candle. Low 63. High 71. Back to the buy. And if it just goes, I might end up missing it. But like right now, I really want to hit the buy button. 74. I want to pull back. Want the pullback. See, it just. Yes, you see why I've waited. There's no way I'm falling for this crap anymore. No way. Oh my gosh. I deserve another cup of coffee. But maybe it whipsaws, right? Maybe it whipsaws these guys. No way. To the penny, right? No way am I falling for this crap. I really wanted to hit the buy button. I mean, the entry from down here and this, yeah, if you would have taken that. But I'm looking for a bigger move. I need something more. I know it's not the right mentality to look for more, right? And be greedy. But when you only have one trade, you really want that sucker to count. You know, I don't want to take any more bullcrap. I've been smacked around enough, you know? Smacked around. I might even sit here all day, right? If I can, because I've been taking trades, right? Once I take a trade, I want to take the trade. But that's kind of putting me in, like, yeah, yesterday, if it did go through the highs, that would have been sweet. That was a really good little micro pullback. I mean, with the false breakout that happened, and then the sharp decline, that could have let me know that there was going to be that level of consolidation. But it bounced off of VWAP, it made a new high, and then I bought the micro dip, micro pullback, and then waited for the surge back above 8 and the whole dollar, right? I did everything perfect. It's just when that single block flew out, I was like, yes, all right, sweet, that was good. But that yes, that's a moment of looking away, right? I mean, we're talking seconds here. That happened within seconds, 15 seconds or something like that. But I had the opportunity, if I were to see that I did not fill those shares, I can hit Control Q. It happens really fast. I mean, for the World of Warcraft players out there, I know there's a lot of them. Hotkeys. Tons of hotkeys. I mean, I grew up with hotkeys. I grew up being quick. Grew up in PvP, right? This is why I know I can do this. I've been gifted, right, from day one. And so many people I undermined yesterday, and because day trading is hard. Day trading is really, really hard. If you are a successful day trader, you are among the top. Well, there's only 9% of day traders that make it, right? It's a pretty small community. Okay, bing, bong. Start using that. Alright, so when I was watching it here and I didn't want to log in, was the best opportunity. I had the 5-minute breakout, a 1-minute pullback, and an extension. Another 5-minute pullback, right? A 1-minute micro pullback, extension. Rolled over. Bear flag. Retest of underneath the daily. Rolled over. Test of the ascending support line. Creating like a head almost. A dip back down to the support line. Verified. Nice bullish engulfing pattern, or bullish engulfing candle, not a pattern. 1 minute pullback. Entry 66 went to a high of 70. Small stuff. Once it finally got over, high 69, it went to 74. Okay, I'm done with this crap right now. It's 7:28 in the morning. This is going to be a longer video. These training sessions are really helping me, so when I want to be more pointing things out. I want to be pointing things out while I'm in the heightened state of mind, right? You can study, but when you're studying, you're at a I don't know how to put it, but this is like bringing experience and studying at the same time. I'm taking, because I'm in the focus, and I'm almost reverse engineering studying. I'm saying what I should be doing from the remembrance of the classes, right? My buddy called it rubber ducking. I'm speaking to myself, and you just happen to be hearing it if you listen. and I'm working it out. And then the beauty of all this is it's all going to be recorded. So once I do start gaining, once I start gaining profits, a lot of profits, more profits than losers, right? As I am making more profits than losers. I gotta get these words right, man. Then maybe even my mentor would want these, right? I'll always be warrior trader. Alright, so it's gonna hit this sending support. 5-minute A, B, C, breakout over 74. Order is at 76. It's not the exact consolidation I want, but if we can get back above that ascending support, I mean here, if I take it here, I'm still only getting 5 cents, but I'd be, again, expecting the breakout. So first profit target would be 5 cents. But I need to see green on the tape blowing through this level. That's even if it can get there, right? I look forward to hearing what my mentor has to say about this. They have it's a collaboration. They're investing $245 million. I don't know. That's what I do have to improve on, is not understanding more about the news, but as long as there's a catalyst, as long as there's news and the it's responding, right? It's responding positively. That's all I really need right now. With the years to come, more improvement. I don't have to know everything right now. I just have to practice what I do know and aim to know more. So I listen. And then aim to put it into practice. I don't always practice perfectly. You can't. But I can most definitely go to BAM SEC.com. Oh, you know what? I think I don't even have to do that anymore. Okay, yeah, BAM SEC. So they do have a shelf registration out. tapped it to a T and just got smoked. I am not here to get smoked. No sireno. Bounce. Yeah, people that have... I know, I'm gonna be so quick, right? I know I'm gonna be so quick. I just need to fall back below margin, right? I was only 500 so above margin. Or it was 1,000 above margin at the time. I went live. I actually caught a deer in the headlights moment, and I held 500 shares, just 500, down 2 points. Right? It's like... But now... That's the... Then I was only 500 above, right? And you know the story behind that. So then I decided, well, I need to just... So I had debt piled up, right? So what I decided to do was go back below margin. Right, I've been putting everything into the account and not paying myself. I had to get above margin, get above margin, get above margin. And then once I was finally above margin, kind of caught myself. So I took the strategic longer route, and that strategic longer route was to withdraw the funds available to provide, to withdraw funds down to 18K, and then I paid off all my debt. Didn't have much debt, right? And then I have some money sitting aside. I live back home with my parents now. I've lived here for quite some time. I help take care of the place and take care of my sister. And then that gives me the opportunity to be here with my family, right? So I have these cards. It's playing your cards. So as a day trader, you want to reduce your expenses as much as possible, right? I don't have anything coming out of my account. I pay as little as possible. It's obviously not everyone is going to have that position, right? But take it into your own consideration of what maybe you could cut out. Maybe you're drinking coffee from Starbucks every day or something. I don't know. But I think I did. I cut all that stuff out. There was no party nights. There was no going out and getting drunk at the bars. There was no clubbing. There was no... I cut all of it out. I'm 29 now. So, I've been in warrior trading for 4 years. And, well, Ross is literally the best teacher ever. I started in 2015 opening a Robinhood account. Reading Steve Neeson's Japanese candlestick charting. I read all of his books. Keeping all this in practice, right? Keeping it in practice for long enough, you will. Day trading is like building a boat in water. That is that is such a good example. Day trading is like building a boat when you're already in the water. How do you do that? Start figuring it out. Oh, goodness. Alright. I like this, I turn the lights off, actually. It's kind of nice. Then everyone can see the red lights. I'm on a red streak, right? But when those lights go green, it feels even better. So this could be an entry. Right, could have taken the dip and then sold up. It's kind of on AB. Didn't break the lows. Actually, I broke it by a little bit and then surged back up. Moving average pullback. $3. The whole dollar. So 1 minute pullback. After the 5 minute breakout. Even if I end up sitting here all day and more or less calling this stuff out, I don't feel good. There's entry at 61 or 62. Goes to 64. Stop was 60. 2 cents to make 4 cents. Opened with a new 5-minute candle doing that too. That's cool. Alright, it's 7:47. This will be probably the longest video. Because if I sit till 9:30, 9:45. More practice, more study time, more calling it out, rewatch it. Doesn't matter how long it is. I watched yesterday's video. I'll watch today's video. I had to pull up a cheap stock. Nice. I would need consolidation, right? I don't want it to go. I mean, it'd be an ABCD pattern. Maybe I will just do it. But it's going to go right into ascending resistance. So I would wait for, I want to wait for consolidation. If it goes, it's fine, right? I gotta be. Okay, so here's what I wanted. Now it's the start of a new 5-minute. Like it to stay above this. Okay. High of 70. Well. Green on the tape, come on. I might have to just get back out. I'm not getting... It technically made a new high. Right? Or 1 minute candle to make a new high. Which is now a false breakout. Yep, and now I end up selling for bigger loss. See that? See that? That's that process. Yeah, so... what I ended up getting on it. Did it exit me at the lows? No. So that right there, when that next 1 minute candle opened, so right when it didn't go right here, this is where it should have went. I got in to anticipate it, and then it didn't. It just continues to roll over because everyone else was thinking the same thing, right? And it didn't do it. So the good entry was here. But I'm trying to get... Yeah, I'm gonna have to... I might be considering that the larger share size cutting me down to only 1 trade a day has made it a little too tricky. Alright, I have to... It's almost like clipping my speed, right? So what happened there was I got stubborn. I thought it was going to bounce again, which had already made a new high and then came back down. That was my exit. So, alright, well, that actually is the day. I do have 1,300 buying power. So, you know, I'm gonna work on This from 64 was good. It's still within my 5-cent stop, though. The expecting breakouts isn't a bigger share size. Yep, so tomorrow I will be reducing share size and focusing more on speed. So this practice was to be focusing on what to point out and take bigger share size and work on emotional conditioning with larger share size and exiting. And now I will be going into, right, since I'm in it, I've now dug myself a hole, right? That was $177 if you do the math on 6 cents, right? So obviously that's 5 days in a row where I've showed up and lost. Alright, so I'm going to be trading with 50 shares and go for the remaining of the day, and then I'll be trading with 200 to 500 going forward. And then I'll work on speed, because then I'll have more buying power, right? Or I'll have the availability to take more trades. Now that I'm looking at where I could potentially be getting in, I could take quote unquote what feels riskier, but getting off of the lows instead of aiming for a breakout, which I don't have the confidence just jumping in with 3,000 shares off the low of a bounce, right? So I was aiming for breakout trades. I was aiming for a higher degree of a breakout trade. An ABCD pattern breakout continuation, being able to hold half, getting into the extension, going, but I got stubborn right here, which is fine. It's fine, because I still stayed within my stop, which is awesome. It's fantastic news. It literally is fantastic news. I mean, I'm awesome. But I even said it, right? It made a new high, and it reversed. That's the time to not cry and be like, oh, I didn't get my winner, right? It's time to leave. It's time to get out. And if it goes back above the highs, then get back in. But this is the problem right now currently with, it's not a problem, it's just a different type of training, right? I'm training because my entries have been slightly off when I take more trades, right? I'm more in out impulsivity. So this dropping it down to one trade made me really dial, and the videos, I mean, come on, this is fantastic experience for me. I mean, so I'll go back down to share size that is reasonable. 3,000 shares. I was honestly, throughout the period, I only had one mistake, right? In the 6, not even mistake, but a bigger loser. this was still a normal size loser. Like it's 6 cents, right? Not a big deal. Just I'm not connecting with the breakout points, and the stocks that I'm trading aren't breaking out, and I'm not trading the areas that are off the lows. Right? This morning, off the lows, the forming, bounce off of the ascending support, the current ascending support. Right? I can now start buying in here, and then, a different level of practice, and maybe even hindsight, I should have waited for the 5-minute consolidation here, because I was watching the 5-minute. But this is still a 1-minute entry. The best one was here, going up into this extension. 64 to 72. Still, it's still small stuff. Still, I deserve a cup of coffee for this right here. I deserve a cup of coffee for the day anyway. But this was sweet. Made a new high. 40, at 71. But this right here, I was like, no way. It will reverse off of that. It reversed hard. Would you have gotten in here? Yes. Yeah, so it's like, alright, it's gonna be fun. Because before I didn't really like taking the less share size. Because my entries weren't dialed in. But now I keep calling out good stuff, and yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking the stuff that ends up failing. Right? But now I'll go back to the small share size, and then I'll have so I almost used fear as an adaptive anxiety. Taking the larger share size in an uncomfortable environment to make me feel more comfortable, and then exiting at relatively good exits. Right? If you get stubborn, man, you can hold this all the way down. I mean, look at the 1 minute, for example. I don't have the 10-second chart, so the tick chart is a close second. Let's go for my entry, or my exit. So went to a low of 61, then it continued down to a low of 57. So the psychological issue that I will be running into is it's going to take double, maybe even triple the time to just get back what potentially, depending on, if I'm able to ride stocks and how how nimble I. But anyway, this is nimble training. This is all training. Training. I obviously can't if I'm read 5 days in a row. I don't want to continue to dig a hole. Because mentally you can think, well, why reduce share size? Because it's going to take twice as long. But it's starting to feel like the single trade has made me too hyper-focused on a big move. I need to find the balance between getting off of the lows and getting sustained moves. And I think that will be aided in the lower share size. It's just I have to mentally know that it might take a little while. It might take a little while to get back out above get back to the area, right? Get back to the highs. But yeah, but showing up and taking losses, right? That, and then talking about it is showing me that I can handle it, right? Showing me that I can handle losses. I can be quick still. I'm not gonna let things slip and go away, right? Alright, I'm gonna go get another cup of coffee, and then when I come back, I'll see if this thing has broken out, which would be cool. get to see a VWAP projection on one of them cheap stocks. Could have also taken into consideration I wasn't gonna get maybe. Well, I don't know. I can't critique everything, right? This could have just as easily blown through the highs. The only thing I can now do to protect myself is potentially just get off of these lows. Right? Avoiding, aiming to avoid areas where it'll flush. Yeah, so I got most of them out at 65, and then some at 64. I mean, some good stuff. So 5-minute breakout. First pullback. I actually made a mistake here. This was the first pullback. Second pullback. And I took the third pullback. I was watching the 5-minute. I'm watching the 5-minute, must wait for 5-minute consolidation. Because somehow, this is what I did not see. First pullback, second pullback. These are the areas where I could have been. But I did want the breakout, right? But that would have required another another 5-minute that stayed above this, 5-minute, and then the breakout. It's good work. This is good work here. Even though that I still didn't get stubborn. I maybe took a third pullback. So I was needing the 5-minute consolidation, right? not a big deal. So that was remember what exactly what I said yesterday was I have to adjust if I do continue to lose, and then I'll just reduce share size and then get in those areas that I'm talking about, right? Where I don't have hesitation to the point where it might not be a big move. It's the only move I can take. I gotta make sure that I get... So it's kind of messing up the one and done. Even so, I could... Having the ability, I think... Choosing to do one and done when you're able to take more trades... I don't know. It's both a pretty steep discipline. Buying off the lows. So that's the crap I'm gonna try, or not try, but I want to be. You know, if I can. See if I can prove it to myself today, right? The only reason why it's a big loser is because it's more share size. It's not a big loser, it's a regular loser. That's what ends up happening. As you scale up in share size, so does your losses, and so does your winners. Yesterday sucked though. That was a hotkey error, or an awareness error. Don't trust the single blocks, right? Don't trust anything. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm not far away from turning the corner, and I'm going to keep smashing my head against the wall until I go through it. I'm telling you. I'll headbutt this wall as many times as it takes to learn. Right? Each time, I'm learning a little bit more. I'm analyzing a little bit more. I'm gaining that awareness over and over and over again. Time. Right? Time, screen time. Pointing it out now. Taking screenshots. Going over the videos that I make. Now I'm compounding. I'm compounding like crazy. It's just I'm not connecting, right? I'm aiming for too big of stuff, and I could be buying off the lows and being a scalp trader. I don't know why I'm choosing this right here. The start of an ABCD pattern would have been good. Also, waiting for the consolidation here and breakout would have been good. I ended up buying the third pullback after the 5-minute breakout. First, second, third. Rollover. Not a big deal, but hey, when I go back, I can see it, and then I'll remember it, and then I'll go forward, and yeah. You're not coming into the arena without getting a few cuts, right? It's a matter of keeping them cuts, though. You can still dance after you've been cut. You take that leg off, meaning you blow up your account or something like that, right? You've now taken your ability to dance away. This is a dance. Actually don't even need light. Got the natural light coming in. Looks nice. Right? And with taking 200 to 500 shares, I still can't make good money. And then worry about scaling up later. But now that I've been taking, 3,000 plus shares, going back down to that level will give me an heightened level of confidence. With the ability to be quick. I want to bring that with me. Right? It's not about being perfect, but aiming to get better, making the small adjustments. Bing, 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 bing. Right, going up. Right, this was the pattern I was fixated on finding. But I want it to break out, right? But even when I do go for it, I don't get it. Obviously, should have waited 5 more minutes, and I would have known. Okay, see, getting off these lows and being quick about it. But doing it on a setup. Buyout. Gotta turn that alarm off so it stops coming on in my videos here. Alright, I think I'm just gonna... I think I should, I want to get a couple of, so, I'll leave it run. I want to see if something pops up. And, take a couple... dip trades. I'm gonna leave the tick chart like that. It's not actually a... It's order flow, right? Doesn't have a specific time period. It's just the times where the order flow closes the candle. It's not the 10-second chart, but it actually looks kind of cool. Okay. Alright, little change up in the tick chart. It's not really part of the strategy here, but I believe it's going to aid me in the dip trade, or the dip trade era. Lower share size, more trades, more like how I'll be trading in the future. So now I pushed the emotional awareness, or the emotional conditioning, up with the 3,100 shares, and keeping it tight throughout this entire test period. Sure, I didn't connect like how I should have. But that's day trading. Or not more so how I will be trading in the future, but more so how I will be trading. Yeah, I look forward to the music coming in soon. We have music in the background. Yeah, I mean, if this is the leading gapper, this is a buyout. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oops. All right. Where's the consolidation? Through 25. $20 to $22, that's 2 cents. Remember, I only lost 4 cents on that one trade. Now I'm going for different stuff where I can be quick, nimble. You can be nimble up to about 5,000-10,000 shares. Or 6 cents per share size. 6 cents per share size. I can tell it's going to be better. It's done a big false breakout, so I'll avoid it. Alright. I look forward to the next couple of days. Again, harnessing the skills to be quick and the ability to take large share size and be quick. Alright, well, I got a couple trades there. Practicing with the quicker, smaller share size stuff. Break even, 2 cents. And bought off 11. I am getting out. Breakout or bailout. Alright, 1 cent. $0.01 profit. So now I have 3 cents. Half of what I lost back. Off of like little tiny stuff, right? this is the difference between having the freedom to take more trades and then also having the skill to be quick. It's a work in progress. But to even get to this level is insanely hard. Just to be a break-even trader. But working on the skills to become a profitable trader. So that I am a profitable trader. And I am end up not taking that one. That was the good one. But it just started. Alright, well, I have an order set to 10 for 10 to bounce off VWAP. I had a pretty good back and chest workout yesterday. Felt good. yeah, if anyone does end up watching these, I hope you enjoy the experience. It's definitely very new for me. I'm watching, I mean, if you watch the first video, couldn't even hear me, couldn't even hear the sound. It's all about just doing, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. You just get better. You just gotta do it. Just do it. It's not like I need to. I could shut down the day, but I think practicing this for a little longer will be beneficial. I wish something good would pop up. This was good, right? 205. I started watching it here though, or here, and have it pulled up. So I filled at 10. Does it bounce? Bounce to 13. So I'll break even. Ah, there it goes. Not like a lot, but 12. Flashing around. Get right back out, break even. 1 sec. Back in at 64. Add off 63. I feel where I can get stubborn with small share size. So I ended up just giving back that 3 cents. Curious though. And at 62. Kind of just testing the waters here of this newfound ability to pop back up. I could get out break even. Maybe small share size with recording will give me wiggle room mentally. But then I'll just have to be aware of getting stubborn with the share size, or stubborn with the small share size, like holding. And this isn't even really a setup, right? It's just So I added at 62. Yeah, nothing's a guarantee. Even the right patterns are not a guarantee. As we get back above that ascending resistance. Just testing the waters of a newfound ability. Right? If it gets through the highs, I can hold it now. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff. It's not guaranteed, right? None of this is guaranteed. Losses are inevitable. The retest of ascending support. Gaining the ability to hold longer and longer. Gaining the ability to add off the lows. Right? Increasing the skill. Reading the level 2. checking the time. 15 seconds to the next 1 minute. And then 1 minute to the next 5 minute. This is the second 1 minute pullback after the fresh 5 minute breakout. Well, I mean, let's be honest, this is weird and nasty. This is just buying off the lows, right? And then putting it to the test. A little bit more wiggle room mentally has proven itself to be productive. So I will continue to do this going forward. Having the ability to understand that no matter what, even in a good position, potentially a good position, it was a third pullback that I bought, you could still lose money. So putting myself in a better average cost is going to be very beneficial for me. So if it breaks this, goes to 64, I'll get back out. Will it maybe bounce off that level? I don't know. I don't really care. I do care, but okay, out at 64. So I still take the 2 cents, and I gave it an opportunity to run. Okay, well, yep, now I'm out of buying power. So that is proving itself to be beneficial. As I'm going, I'll be taking profit into these extensions, so because now I have buying power and I can get back in, but that was the last trade, so I was giving it a little bit more leeway, right? That was pretty cool. Right off the lows. Alright, well, I hope everyone has a great day. I will be here tomorrow, and I will be continuing this practice where I will have 9,000 in buying power tomorrow, right? So that's going to be a lot of buying power when I'm only taking 50 to 100 shares, right? So this is I'm gonna have a lot of trades tomorrow if there's a good setups, meaning you know, this within this ABCD in the 5. Right, so I'm gonna have more confidence because I'm taking less share size and I can take more share. I can take more trades. Right, that is that's gonna be the key. I mean, let's see. 1 cent, 3 cents, 5 cents, break even, right? On cents per share. Break even on cents per share. Even having that loss, it was a tight loss, right? So building on this skill is going to make me quick, nimble, and then taking that and building on the larger share size skill where I'm quick and nimble, and now taking back the not being stubborn from the high share size back to the low share size, aiming to buy off the lows and catching catching more setups instead of hunting one setup that is going to be a bigger move, because that has not been playing out very ideally, because I'm getting in the positions where it ends up failing. So, and when you only have one trade, you kind of just sit there like, man, that was a bummer, right? That's what I said yesterday. But show up tomorrow, small share size, red day, 1st of November, changing up the strategy, because we are coming into the hottest season, right? And I am going to be wanting to take more than one trade. So this is probably destiny telling me that I need to be focusing up on more areas where there is a potential area for buying off the lows, right? Within the setup, getting closer. Finding my own niche within the setups. Getting better. Okay. Have a great day, and I'll see everyone tomorrow.